whoever's watching this on, YouTube on the playback. I need to restart. Had no audio in my headphones for the game, so had to restart there. But we're all good to go. Welcome back, everyone, to Ace Attorney, Episode 4. We're all about hashtag freeing Edgeworth in this episode. Hopefully we can finish it. For anybody who is wondering, when I recorded this, there's a show currently on right now called Labor of Love. And it has former WWE wrestler, former Lucha Underground commentator, Matt Striker in it. And that's really all I give a shit about the show. I just saw him in the commercials and I was like, holy shit, that's your teacher, Matt Striker. And I was like, shit, that's funny as hell. So yeah, just gonna say that. I don't know why I needed to bring it up, but I did. Let's jump into it. I welcome Jaren to the stream. I don't know if I welcomed you yet or not. So, if you remember last time, I said it's that fucking Matt Striker, and it was. Yep, it was Matt Striker. It was your teacher. God, this is going to get real hot real quick now that I've got this on. It's been cold in the house, so I put this shirt on over top of my t-shirt, and it's going to get real hot real quick. I can already tell. The last time, we were trying to find more evidence that our boy Edgeworth did not murder a man. Oh yeah, we have the metal detector still. I forgot about that. So my franchise, it's the Super Bowl and the Saints are beating the Steelers 20-10 in the fourth. I'll take it. Oh yeah, and we had to go to the boat rental place. We had to go to the boat rental place. Didn't we? Didn't we? Did we? I'm kind of forgetting what we had to do. Kind of. Oh! No, never mind. I saw what we got to do. We have to go into the shack. That's it. Yeah. December 26th. Caretaker shack at the boat rental place on the lake. Bruh, you popped out of nowhere. I think you might secretly be the Fiend. You showing up literally out of nowhere, man. Meg, thank you. Or, Meg, that's you? Hey, is that Keith with you? Where have you two been? I've been worried sick. Maya, I'm kind of with you right now. I'm very much kind of with you. And that dude's voice is going to kill me. Nick, you handle this. I think I'll leave this one to you, Maya. Meg? Yes? Finally made up your mind, have you? My mind? You run the pasta shop when I'm in. Does this... Okay. Either he's overly drunk, or he's legitimately batshit insane and believes that he runs a pasta shop. One of the two. I'm leading towards the latter of that. Oh, he's drunk as hell. I mean, I figure with the weebling and wobbling, but he does not fall down. Pasta? Glad to hear it, glad to hear it. You make your old man proud. When you kids left the house, I didn't know what to think. How am I supposed to keep this place running? An old man like me? Polly, the kids are home. Hello. Hello. parrot. The one on that perch. Key! Yes? I leave the wet noodle in your capable hands, Sonny. Nick, what's the wet noodle? Based on the available evidence, I'd say it's the name of his pasta shop. That's a relief, isn't it, Patty? Hello. Hello. Yep. Dear Lord. What is wrong with it? How does this man run this rental shop? He fell asleep. I guess he's relieved. While he's sleeping, let's take a look at things. Wow, he has a television in here too! Look, a little safe. It's locked. What's in the trash? Is there a button to press? Nope. This fishing pole looks expensive. Look, Nick! He has an electric blanket on his table. Looks warm. That's a great idea. We should do that at the office. We can sit down in our client's snug and warm and drink hot cocoa. And what about murders? Ah, you're a potty pooper, Nick. Most importantly, what the fuck's with the parrot? Wow! What an amazing parrot that is! Good morning! Hello? It ignored me! What? You forgot me? You gotta call her name first. Her name? Patty, how you been? Hello. Hello. See? Neat. So the parrot's name is Polly? The erstwhile companion of the boat shop caretaker answers to the name Polly. Too bad all she can say is hello. Oh, Polly, you can say lots of things. You just need to know the secret words. Yeah, Polly wants a cracker. The secret words? Polly, what's your name? Polly. Cute. Maya's found a new friend. What the fuck's that? Looks like a kitchen unit. Pretty clean. Funny. He doesn't look like the type who'd keep things tidy like that. You're forgetting, Nick. He's running a pasta shop here. That's right, he is running a fucking pasta shop. Wow, there's lots of various fish in Gourd Lake, aren't there? Something's funny, Nick. Pasta shop. Sure. All these fish are saltwater fish. Yo. Caretaker. Oh, hey. A pasta shop? Yep, just think it went new and I'm gone. My father started, So that makes you to the third generation. Mary. Yes? Tomorrow, we'll start with the secrets of dough tossing. Can't call yourself a shop if you don't make a profit. True. Dough tossing? You too, Keith. Yes? You'll be the best pasta wrangler the West has ever seen. Pasta wrangler? The West? Isn't pasta from Italy? Me! Yes? You know that pasta's only been made west of the Rockies, don't you? Does that mean this man believes we're in, like, California? Are we supposed to be in, like, California, then? If we're west of the Rockies? Right, of course. Everyone knows that. Oh. Nick? Huh? How long do we have to keep up this all in the family charade? All in the family charade? Until the show gets canceled. This old man must know something about the murder. We're not leaving until we find out what that is. He fell back to sleep. This is a boat rental shop, right? What are you talking about? This here's the Palace of Pasta, the Latin noodle. No, now that you mention it, we haven't gotten many orders for spaghetti lately. All the kids come up and say, "Yo, dude, we want to ride in one of your boats." That's why I keep them boats out there. Youngsters these days, darned if I understand them. I'm pretty confused myself. Nick? This isn't going anywhere. This old man is the witness tomorrow, right? We've got to find some way of getting information out of him. Yeah, my memory's gotten worse of late, and it's probably not all the drinks I've had today. Whew, that's why I'm just telling everything important to old Polly here. Everything important? I wonder. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228. All right. Hey, Polly, watch you, will you? See, Nick? All it takes is a little clever thinking. And a criminal mind. Quick, Nick! Write the number down! Hey, don't get me involved in your little heist schemes. Does mean we can look at the safe now. Oh, come on, we know the number now, damn it. That's the lawyer's badge? Yes, it is. I don't believe it. This old guy is the first person to recognize my badge. I get it. Huh? Yep. I got you figured out now. You're not Keith. And Nick? Now's our chance to clear things up. Sir? No, I'm not Keith. And I'm not Meg either. We're here investigating a murder that took place on this lake the other night. Please, help us! You dirty kids! Are you here, huh? Please, mister? Alright, I'll help. But on one condition. What's that? When this case is over and done, you'll run the wet noodle. Sure. Okay. We promise. Nick! Are you sure about this? Hey, anything to get this case solved. Also, who wouldn't want to eat Phoenix noodles? I mean, thinking of it, that sounds like it would be a hell of a spicy, like, noodle dish. So that sounds pretty damn good. I'd be down for some Phoenix noodles. Sounds pretty good to me. I guess so. Yes, my boy. Good for you, kid. Well, wait. Didn't I just say... You too, Meg. Yes? Sad fact in my franchise, the Jags didn't have a single running back who ran over 400 yards. That's not Jacksonville football. They're not playing Jacksonville football. We're not playing Jacksonville football. You bring it to your old man's eye. You know? Now, what was that you wanted to know? Speak on apology. Right? Hello. Hello. Right? Now he's talking to the bird again. How do we get him to talk to us? Polly is my only friend in the world. Isn't that right, Polly? Right, hello. Hello. Right? Yep. You know about Gordy? Yep. Not bad. Yep. I've seen this. You know something about this, sir? Keith. Yes? It's okay. You can call me Dad. Dad? You know something about this? Yep. The other night, I was late. Yes? Yes? I know all about that. I seen it. What? Damn, Phoenix has a dad now. Yep. Well, or at least he has to act like he has a dad now. And technically, Maya is now his sister. If we want to get real technical into it. Tell us what you saw. Well, I suppose, since you're taking over the shop and all, I forget the time, but it was pretty dark outside. I probably had like 9, maybe 10 bottles. Probably night. Yep, it was night. It was after midnight, but okay. Then I heard this bang. So I looked outside. Then I heard another one, bang. I feel like this voice, as much as it's gonna kill me, is as accurate to what this guy sounds like as I can get. A little while later, this boat comes back. Then a young man walked by my window here. He had really nice hair and a puffy shirt. It was red. He was muttering something to himself. Yep. What did he say? Considering your witness is drunk, I don't think he'll make a good testimony. I don't think so either. Yep. I forgot. I'll remember tomorrow by court time. Promise. We need to know earlier than that. You know what? Little Harry was just here. Terry? Yeah, that kid next door. You always used to make him cry. You remember? He was wearing his tattered old coat. Got himself some whiskers growing out of his face now. He's a real man now. Not like you, Keith. I must be talking about Detective Gumshoe. He comes up and tells me to come down to court tomorrow. Really? Somehow I don't think we're going to get much useful information from this guy. Maya, maybe we should be leaving. I think you're right. Oh, wait. I have one more question. Huh? Polly, have we forgotten something? Right? Don't forget DL6. Right? Wait, what? Polly, what the fuck do you know? Huh? What did she just say, Nick? One more time, Polly. Don't forget DL6. Is our witness going to be a fucking parent? I think so. I think we're about to interrogate fucking Polly. What? The DL6 incident? Hey, mister, I mean, Dad. This is getting weird. Who is this old guy? Why would that bird Polly know about DL6? We have to figure out who that old man is. Someone who studied criminal justice in high school, I'm questioning everything about this evidence. As someone who's watched a ton of crime shows, I'm utterly confused at how we're gonna interrogate a fucking parrot. Oh! What? You locked the door from the other side! This drunk is smart. Who could that old man be? Think I need to do a little more research on this DL6 incident. Maybe I should ask Detective Gumshoe. Good cop, bad cop won't work. Neither will sending in the hot female. Food! That's how! Polly want a cracker? The only way you're getting it is with good information, you damn dirty bird. Where you at? There you go. December 26th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. Hey pal, long time no see. You don't look so happy. Why you not happy? Yous guys, why you's not happy? What's wrong this time? Actually, we wanted to ask you something. Dirty birds. Don't call Polly a falcon. She don't choke that hard. Oh. We don't know Polly that well. We can't attest to that yet. Yeah? What you once to ask me? Let's ease into the DL6 incident. You know the boat rental shop down at Gourd Lake? Oh yeah, the one with the crazy ass drunk in it. The old man who runs it is appearing as a witness in court tomorrow, right? Oh, shit. Huh? Hey, Jew. That was supposed to be top secret. Do you know who that old man is, detective? Actually, I don't. He's a bit of an odd bird. Hey, don't be insulting Polly like that. I haven't been able to get a straight answer out of him. I decided first that he wasn't persuasive enough to stand and testify as a witness. That's why we called Miss Lotta Hart yesterday. As for who he is, we have absolutely no idea. I actually want a Gumshoe game to figure out how in the hell he became a detective. I will say, a game with just Gumshoe would be really fun. I feel like a game with just Gumshoe would be really fun. Sounds suspicious. Detective Gumshoe, please help us. Huh? We need to talk to you about the DL6 incident. That was when Edgeworth's father died. Can't help but think that it has something to do with this current case. To tell you the truth, I don't know much about the DL6 either. Mr. Edgeworth forbade us from reading the file. So, I'm afraid I can't show them to use either, pal. What? However, if you can convince me somehow that the DL6 incident is related to this case, well, I guess I'd consider opening the file up. Your fucking bird. What's this? Parrot? The old man at the boat rental shop's parrot. The parrot knew about that incident. That incident. DL6. What? What? You's telling me a damn know-nothing bird knows something about an important case that has one of the top prosecutors in the fucking country's father died? You kidding me? This bird knows shit? Fucking bullshit, I say. Pretty sure that old man must have taught her that word. Yeah. How would that old man know about the DL6 incident? Okay, there's a Raiders question. Should the Raiders get a blackout jersey? Do you really want a blackout jersey? I don't think the Raiders really need a blackout jersey. You've got an all black. You can wear all black gear. I don't think you really need one. Literally, all us Jags fans want is teal to be our primary. I don't think you really need a blackout jersey. Wait. What if that old man was connected to DL6? The Raiders don't have black pants. It's all white and silver. Oh. I mean, just get some black pants. There you got a blackout jersey. Nick! You think he might be? I get ya. Sounds like you need information on that DL6 incident. Though there is the station's records room. Give you special permission to go in and find what yous need. Alright, way to go, Detective it's time we faced Edgeworth's past. Here we go, into the record room. Wow! It's amazingly dusty. 10 years of files and 10 years of dust, I guess. Let's find that DL6 stuff quick. 15 years ago. 15 years ago. Both me and Edgeworth were 9 years old. We're almost through with 4th grade when he suddenly transferred. Because of DL6? Nick, I found out where the file is. Oh, thanks. You just let me know what you want to know about the DL6 incident. I'll go get the right file. Yeah, let's start with the case summary. Well, first I have to get a handle on the main facts, like a summary. Right. Summary. Found it. Here you go. December 28th, 2001. That's exactly 15 years ago from the day after tomorrow. So in 2 days, the case is closed. The incident took place in the elevator of the district courthouse. What? Is this the same district courthouse where we're holding the trial now? Looks like it. There was a large earthquake at 2 p.m. on that day. Well, that explains why Edgeworth doesn't like earthquakes. It gives him PTSD. Part of the court building collapsed and all of the lights went out. Wow, that was some earthquake. Oh, look at baby Edgeworth. Itty bitty Edgeworth. At the time, 3 people were trapped in the elevator. It took 5 hours for them to be rescued. 5 hours. That would be scary like that. In the dark. There was a lack of oxygen in the elevator and the survivors were unconscious. The survivors? One of the 3 in the elevator had been shot in the heart. That was Mr. Edgeworth's father, wasn't it? He said that his father was shot before his very eyes. So Miles Edgeworth was one of the other passengers in that elevator. Who was the 3rd person? Do you have data on the victim? Edgeworth's father? Yeah, hold on. Victim. Here, found it. Gregory Edgeworth, 35, defense attorney. If he were still alive, he'd be 50. He had lost the day's case in court and got in the elevator with his son, Miles. Miles? Miles Edgeworth, of course. So he was in the elevator with his father. From the angle of the bullet and other evidence, it should not have been a suicide. It could not have been a suicide. The murder weapon, a pistol, was found in the elevator. The pistol had been fired 2 times. Where have I heard that before? Recreation of the murder. Huh. It sounds just like this current case. What's going on here? Got any data on the suspect in there? That would be the guy that my mom got arrested. Hold on. This is it. The man arrested as a suspect in DL6 was Yanni Yogi. Yanni Yogi? Really? Yanni Yogi? He was a clerk in the court, apparently. Fucking Yanni Yogi. So he must have been the third person in the elevator. Well, then he had to have done it. But he was found innocent, thanks to his defense lawyer, Robert Hammond. Or Hammond. Hammond? The victim in our case. Right. The suspect, Mr. Yogi, was oxygen deprived. So much so he had brain damage. Dear Lord. He lost all memory of being in the elevator. After he was declared innocent, he disappeared. Where could Yogi have gone to, I wonder? Maybe closer than we think. He's got brain damage. That explains a lot of things. I guess I know generally what happened in DL6 now. Still don't know what sort of impact the whole thing had on Edgeworth. Nick! Are we going to take the whole file? There's too much. We'll never get it out. You're right. How about we just take what we think we'll need? Right. That's probably all we'll be able to find here. Now, all that's left is the trial tomorrow. I wonder how Dad will do testifying in court. To be continued. Next time on Ultimate Muscle. Ultimate Muscle. December 27th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom numero 3. Ah, shit, he's back. I almost forgot about him. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Fucking Von Karma, man. Oh, I love him. I don't know what it is about him, but his design, for some reason, is like the best to me. Very well. Apparently the prosecution is also ready. Who is the judge here anyway? Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Okay. Very well. No opening statements. So... Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. Right. Of course. A prediction. Otherwise known as a premonition. Karma took his fanfic, Phoenix. He knows about the fanfic. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. Order in my court. All the people in the courtroom were just like, 3 minutes, he's fucking Bonesaw. Bonesaw's ready. Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now? Bah! Must you question everything? It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now. Yes, right. I call my witness. My decisive witness to the stand. Is that mysterious boat shop owner? It's that mysterious boat shop owner. Wake the fuck up, Dad. Witness, state your profession. I'm the proprietor of the restaurant, the Wet Noodle at Gore Lake. Yes, he's a judge. And also written boat. The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yep, I was. Please testify. Oh, my brother, testify. Wait a minute, wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is. Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah! I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. Yeah, right. Witness will state his name. Well, I'm not really sure. Yep. What do you mean you're not sure? My memory. Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. He can't recall, you say? Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. Very well. Let's hear his testimony. Then shall we? Witness. Oh, God. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yep. I was in a restaurant where I rent boats, as usual. Then I heard bang. Yep. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back shore, and the man walks by my window. Yes, very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination. Bruh! That's how a trial goes. There is nothing to question in my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. This dude only wins his trials because he doesn't let the defense attorney have a word in. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict now. Yes. Mr. Wright. Fucking, I'm gonna get to cross-examine this bitch. What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well. You may begin. Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma. 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well then, let's just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness. Suck it, Von Karma. You and your, frilly dress. Get fucked, Karma. Just after midnight, you say. Yep, just around then. Are you sure? Pretty sure. Well, yep. When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. Surprised you seem so sure about today. I asked him, and he remembered. Isn't that right? Don't glare at me like that. I remember it clearly. I did. Yep. You see, continue. Is there anyone who can verify that? Well, I guess Polly could. That's not good enough for a court of law. Mr. Wright, exactly what's not good enough? Your Honor, this Polly is a parrot. Oh, parrot? Fucking parrot, gotta put that in fucking fanfic. Fucking that's genius. Fucking parrot. Don't be so hard on a girl, Keithy boy. Keith? Fucking Keith now. He's changed his name, so he's not Mr. Phoenix Wright anymore. Changing that too in the fanfic. The prosecution concedes that we cannot prove the witness was in the shop. Witness, please continue. And where did the bang seem to come from? Or in some case scenarios. No one here fanfic and fucking paired in the same sentence ever again. Where did the bang seem to come from? Were you watching DDP Yoga? Watching maybe some old WCW? Probably late, I figured. Are you certain? Yep. Came from the lake. Good. Continue. Was there someone in the boat? It was pretty far out there. I didn't see clearly. But I figured there was 2 men out there. Yep. But you couldn't see them clearly. Yep. At the time, that is. At the time? So you heard 2 guns. So you heard 2 gunshots total? Yep. That's what Lotta said in her testimony yesterday. Just about then, the boat comes back sure and walks by my window. I just want to look at all my evidence. I still don't see how I haven't gotten a chance to say, hey, this, well, from what we know, this was fired 3 times, not twice. By your window? Yep, by my window, right outside the window of my little shack. I just realized, I'm probably gonna have to, try and figure out when I need to save here. And could you see the man's face? Well, the fog was pretty darn thick. but he was right there, in front of me. I saw him. This is a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I have a bad feeling about this. That man was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead. If I know Von Karma, he spent time prepping his witness. I'm not going to find contradictions very easily in this testimony. Ooh. It's tough being a lawyer. It does seem very tough being a lawyer. Alright, I'm gonna save real quick. Mainly because there's a couple things I'm gonna test. Because I've got two ideas here. I don't think this is gonna work, I just wanted to see. I didn't think that would be it. I just wanted to double check it. I think I finally get to do what I want to do. Okay, I got two other options here, and I think... Alright, nope. Okay. I just need to know. I need to know. Okay, no. I'm waiting for the damn gun to be very important here. I'm loading back in. Alright. Don't worry about the gun for now. I'm so tied up on the fact that it says it was fired 3 times, and we haven't been able to use it with everybody saying they've heard 2 gunshots. It pisses me off. I feel like that's the first thing someone would bring up in a trial. It just pisses me off because it's just one of those things, you know, when you're watching something, you're just like, it seems obvious. Alright. Bringing back the terrible spellings. I will give you guys credit when you were throwing out those different ways to spell Cyber Dark Wolf. They're clever. Give you credit. I legit am not sure about what this is. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating in the lake. It might be this picture. No? Okay, I've gotten to the point where I'm more than willing to take any help, any slight help. I wonder, is it Polly? Is it Polly I've got to utilize? Because if so, that's gonna just piss me off. Oh, you're right. I didn't press him on, Oh, you're right. I didn't press him on the last statement. No wonder I've got no clue. I didn't press him on the last statement. I entirely forgot about, because I just automatically went into trying to get contradictions. Are you sure? Uh-oh. I didn't even think about that. I entirely forgot I didn't press him. Dad! Greeting, Keith! He said, I can't believe he's dead. As he was walking by, too. Witness, are you sure that the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him, the Edgeworth boy. This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt. Von Karma? He lured me into cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. Better act quick or this trial is going to be over. Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun? And the photograph showing a man firing with his left hand? If he's about to say that the fucking photo was flipped, I am going to... I'm gonna smack the smugness out of this man somehow. Exactly! This man's about to say either that it was taken from that side, and he did have it in his right hand, or he's about to say that the photo was flipped. One of the two. That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. That's a better explanation than what I thought you were going to come up with. So, you know, okay, I'm not going to jump through and smack you, Karma. That's actually smart. You are ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness's testimony is true. Yes, I see. The judge is lost in thought. What should I do? Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said, "I can't believe he's dead." But his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie, Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof. Nick, do we have evidence? It's not good. There's nothing I can do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Right there with you, Phoenix. Please! Can you hear me, sis? Please! We need your help. Nick needs you. Tisk, tisk, tisk. 3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. Enough. The witness may leave the stand. Shit. The court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. What? No. This court finds the defendant Miles Edgeworth, or Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. The court is adjourned. Wait! Who was that just now? Me! Huh? What? Wait, what? Fucking Larry Butts for the save. I'm gonna make a change here for a second. I gotta fix something here real quick. I wanna minimize the webcam just a bit. You guys get to see this live, ain't it fun? Yeah, we'll go there. There we go. Actually, one thing I need to do too, because I entirely forgot to put it back afterwards, is... There we go. Some stuff was getting cut off. Look, Larry? What are you doing here? Like, listen, man. You gotta listen to me. I was like there in the park the night of the murder, man. Like I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday, man. But today, I remembered it, man. I remembered it like I was just there. Remembered what? The gunshot, man. It was loud as shit. Took me way out of my buzz. Like I heard it too. Order. What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment. One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So you say you heard a gunshot? Yeah, like I did, man. A gunshot that exact night, man. I was like sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony. Then I realized, I was like, whoa, man. Something he said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, man, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer, dude. Like, it's killing my buzz, man. I'll testify. Let me testify, man. Let me do it. What was Larry doing in the court? He was just in the court. You know, if you know the defendant, you can go see. You can go to the courtroom. So he was just watching the proceedings. Like, family and friends can go to the court, go to the trial. So he was just there. Order! Order! Well, this is the first time something like this has happened in my court. Oh no, I've yet to be in court. I'm telling you, man, I've seen so many programs, I know more than I should. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over. It is over. Nick, this is it. Larry's given us one final chance at this. She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He can make things even worse. Mr. Edgeworth was not declared Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. You're right. Okay. Your Honor? Von Karma about to execute Order 66 on all y'all. Execute Order 66. Yes, sir. We must kill all the Jedi. Do it. Whoops, if there is another witness, it is our duty to let them speak right here, right now. A waste of time. Good soldiers follow orders. The verdict cannot be overturned. Yes, well, this would be a very interesting situation to happen to my fanfic. Someone comes in and blows the doors off of things. Yes. Oh, I think I'll add that in too. Yes, we must let this proceed, see where this shit goes. That's what he's thinking right here. I did all his mind dialogue for you. You're welcome. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistakes have been made, every witness should be heard. What is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Oh shit, he withdrew it. Goddamn, I've never seen this before. I'm so happy I got called for jury duty today. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now. What? The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. However stupid he may look, court is adjourned. So happy I got called for jury duty today. A sentence no one has ever said. Very true. Very true. December 27th, 10:28 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Numero Dos. Woo! That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake that night? Yes. Yes, he was, apparently. He said he went looking for the Steel Samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Oh, right. And he found the balloon and the air tank that night. Yep. Hey, Edgeworth. Huh. You say something right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then, I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. I see. Right. Yeah. This might be our chance. Our chance? Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials? In honor of Keenan and Kel. Perfect trials. Perfectly prepared witnesses. Perfectly complete evidence. Whew! That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Hey, 15 minutes. 15. Everything's on Larry now. Here we go. So what did you guys have for lunch? I don't know. Nothing really was open right now. Kind of sucks. Court is now back in session. Oh shit, we gotta pay attention now. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th. Like Wright, man. Leave it to me. Please, Larry. Don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. In the words of Princess Leia, you're our only hope. Von Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. Here we go. Like that night I was out in a boat on the lake, man. I was looking for something, and I, found it, man. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock, man. Quietly, no one even heard me, man. Then just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. Freaked me the fuck out. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. That's why I figured the first shot came before they were out on the lake. I figured that. The second shot came while they were out on the lake. So, like, after I heard that single gunshot, man, I went home. Oh, no, that might be the third shot. That might be the third shot he's talking about. Yes. That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong? Wait a minute. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick. Okay, Larry. Give me that info, bro. Something wrong, Mr. Wright. There were so many things wrong, I don't know where to begin. Oh, yes. Well, okay. First of all, what time was it? Like, oh man, it was like after 11 when I went out in the boat, man. By the time everyone had gone home for the night. So I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak. And why were you out on a boat at such a late hour? Looking for something? Like yeah, man. Mr. Box, what was it you were looking for? What the witness was searching for is irrelevant. Most likely, he was hunting for this Gordy. That's surprisingly close to the truth in a sense. This is all irrelevant. Let's get it over with. Around what time was that? Like, well, let's see, man. I figure I was out searching for about an hour. I guess it was around 12. Yeah. You're not sure. Hey, man, don't give me that face. I'm not some sort of human sundial, man. People use watches these days, Larry. Where did the sound come from? Well, like, I wasn't too sure about that, man. I looked around, you know. Did you look at the lake? Yeah, man, I looked. Wasn't there a boat on the lake? Oh shit, was there no boat? Is he gonna contradict everything? Water! Water! Well, Mr. Bucks. Whoa, whoa, man, calm your shits. Everybody just calm your tits right on down, man. I mean, it was real foggy that night. I mean, you could have cut that shit with a knife, man. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not. It was like I was in Stephen King's Mist. Oh, okay. No problem. That's just the most important part of this case. So, like, after I heard the single gunshot, man, I went home. I'm gonna save it here just in case. Just in case. So, you only heard one bang, correct? Like, yeah, man. Huh. Well, Nick? It was a pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess I should just start working on the contradictions. Sorry. I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister. Oh yeah, nope, that wasn't it. After I heard that single gunshot. Okay, I figured that might be it. Wait a sec, Larry. Like what, man? You only heard one bang. You're sure? Like that's what I said, man. But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Like, huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention to at all to what they said? Like, yo, Nick, please, man, calm your shit. Huh? You know, something's been bothering me, man. I'm a witness. See? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? Mr. Bucks. Like what, Judge? You only heard one gunshot. Are you sure? Like, well, to tell you the truth, man, I'm not sure. Not sure? How could you not be sure? That is a very, very accurate question there. Yeah, like, well, I might have, like, missed the other gunshot. I was, like, listening to something else, man. My boy Larry was doing a little bit of that, you know what? That phone, you know what? Something else? Like my radio, dude, with my headphones. What? Order, and stop that booing. There was that one dude who's sitting there booing. He's just like, you were probably listening to some shit. Mr. Bucks, you were listening to the radio with your headphones? Like, yeah, man. So what? That a crime? I like listening to the radio, man. They had some Post Malone going. I mean, they were playing all the hits from the old days, too. It was fucking great, man. Everybody listens to the radio, man. What's the big deal? Mr. Von Karma, your opinion. Waste of time. I do not accept this witness, nor his shoddy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony? Yeah, continue. Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Bruh! Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. Bucks. Please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio. Like, right, man? Leave it to me! I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this. Believe me. Like, okay, man, it's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio. See? I was listening to it real booming loud, like. But I'm sure I heard that damn gunshot, man. Lonely? What did you date exactly? He was, but remember, she's a model, so she wasn't there. Like, I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. It was fucking DJ Khaled, so he was just saying his name. You were listening to your radio at a high volume. Like, yeah, man, what's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country, man? Yeah, a model. And I play catch with Tom Brady. I mean, hey, Jen, I don't know what you do in your free time. You may go down to Tampa, play some catch with Tom Brady. How do I know? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony. Tampa way too far, and Tom Brady is not worth that gas money. Hey, maybe he pays for it. Who knows? Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me. DJ? You youngins and your weird-ass terms. An announcer, a disc jockey, Skrillex. The guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is, when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. So, you turned on the radio. Like, right, man. I just wanted to hear someone's voice, you know. You don't know what it's like out there, man. Alone on Christmas Eve. Alone. Scooby-Doo, where are you, man? I shouldn't have said anything. Yes, I do. Do you by any chance remember the name of the program you were listening to? This has nothing to do with the case, Your Honor.
Objection sustained. The witness was listening to the radio. That is all we need to know. Tell us, Mr. Butts, how loud was your radio set to that night?
Real boomin' loud? Yeah, man, you know.
And you had headphones on?
Yeah, man, it was great.
I wouldn't think you could hear anything going on outside at all.
But I'm sure I heard that damn gunshot, man. Can you prove that? No. No, of course you can't. No, I can prove it, man. Or, I can't prove it, man, but I remember that moment real clear. I mean, while I was talking about it, it came back real clear to me, you know. What did she say? Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said do us?
Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care.
We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask?
Fine. Very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot?
Like just when she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," I heard the gunshot, man. Are you sure? Course I am, man. She had this real sexy voice, man. I was absolutely enthralled. I was all like, damn, man, you hear this shit? Maybe Von Karma was right. Not sure how that helped us at all. I know exactly how that helps us. This is the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. There is one gleaming ray of hope in there. Gotta press it until we get to the bottom of what happened. Now I know what it was. It's that last part. Because she said it's almost Christmas. So it was not midnight yet. Shit. I was too focused on looking at the camera. But before I do so, let's save. Okay. There we go. Now I just gotta figure out which one I use. Do I use this? Because that is 1150. Okay, it's not that. Then is it the 2 gunshots heard just after midnight? Because it's the fact that she said it's almost Christmas, which means it was not midnight yet. Yeah, okay. Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Like what? What's with the face, man? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, man, you better know I don't scare that easy. Oh shit, ghost! Scooby-Doo!
Is something the matter, Mr. Wright?
Your Honor? Did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," when he heard the gunshot.
Indeed. And?
Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? This man heard the 3rd gunshot, which was technically the 1st gunshot. When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve.
That would seem to be the case, yes.
But that contradicts the 2 testimonies we have heard so far, Your Honor. Both Miss Hart and the old man said it was after midnight when they heard the shots. In other words, when they heard the gunshots, it was already Christmas. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor.
Order! Order! What does this mean? The 2 prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight.
Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. That's where you're goddamn wrong. There were 3 gunshots. And we've known this the whole time. Just look at him. Suspicious. Like what? What, man? Like you say that to my face, man, I'll beat you up.
Yes. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butt's claim he heard the gunshot before midnight?
He's right. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. Probably not the best idea, threatening violence in a court of law. I mean, would you threaten violence against this dude? I think someone would. And also, this is Larry we're talking about. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Oh, you bet your sweet ass I have evidence. I've been waiting to show this evidence for a long, long fucking time. Suck it, Von Karma. Yeah, I love his snaps. Like, that is the... I really wish we could play against Von Karma constantly. He's great. I also like doing his voice. It's fun. This is my evidence.
The murder weapon.
Something about this pistol was bothering me. Your Honor, both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. Thank you! Now we get to go straight to my issue. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When, then, was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. The 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Holy shit, I think he's figured it out. This is new shit.
Order! Order in the court. I guess that would make sense out of yesterday's testimonies.
Bah! You waste your time. You waste our time again with your empty statements. Yes, the pistol was fired 30 times. But do you have any proof that it was fired before midnight? Do you have proof that the witness didn't just think he had something?
Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Do you have evidence that proves there was a gunshot before midnight?
Real quick, like.
Do you have evidence that proves Mr. Butts wasn't just hearing things?
Oh! Yeah! I looked at the photo and I was like, I don't know how this works. Then I scrolled over the camera and I'm like, oh, that goes off every time there's a sound. And I'm like, yeah, we have the photo though! My mind literally had to put the 2 together. Oh, Lord. Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh. Why do our eyes get so big? What the hell is on Johnny's head? This is where I went to school.
I don't remember the next line.
This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yes, I see. But there's nothing on the lake in this picture.
Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all.
What do you mean?
Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises.
Aha!
Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, there was a gunshot at the time that Larry claims. Holy shit, that's good evidence.
Order! Order! That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake.
Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots, separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you? Why? Uh-oh. Better think of something quick. Shit, goddamn, why would they... Oh, no. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes. Ah!
What's wrong, Nick?
I have it. I have it.
Huh?
Remember the case with the steel samurai?
Huh? Yeah, of course I remember.
The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case.
What do you mean?
Maya,
Yes?
if we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch, and I'm going to run with it.
Right. I mean, is this safe?
Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say something that sounds fishy, okay?
Right, Nick.
Your Honor?
Yes, Mr. Wright?
The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case.
Holy shit, what does he know? This is gonna be crazy. What do you mean, Mr. Wright?
Tisk, tisk, tisk. So you finally realize the truth. There can be no other murderer than Miles Edgeworth himself. Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the end of the murder, one boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on the boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on that boat.
I admit, it is hard to imagine any other possibility.
Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. Clever.
What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright?
We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 15 minutes after midnight. But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the two men on the boat are. Miles Edgeworth and Robert Hammond. Yes, I believe you are mad. Like it was the murder. That is exactly what I've been telling the court this whole time. You're agreeing with me, and yet, what did you just say? That Robert Hammond had been killed 25 minutes before the shot on the boat. Yes, that's what I said. I was just testing you, Von Karma. Yeah. After I clicked it, I was like, yeah, that's probably not the right answer. Think about it. And now we've got to go through all that shit again, because I didn't save.
Mr. Wright, the client has already been declared guilty once. Going to have to penalize you for your foolishness, which means you lose.
Oh, Lord. go through all this again. To get back to the hiring me as a lawyer, you should never hire me as a lawyer. I'm an idiot. We've gone over this before. You've seen me in too many trials to know I'm dumb. This one's just insinuating it. Or extensifying it, I should say. Ah. I'd rather defend myself than hire you. It's probably a smarter idea. Ah. And it is Edgeworth and the murderer. The main reason I said Edgeworth and Hammond was my mindset was that, oh, Hammond was already dead and he just fell over and that's what he saw and that's why he thought he was dead. And then I thought about it immediately after and I'm like, oh yeah, they were in hoods. I forgot. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Robert Hammond and met Edgeworth. Edgeworth, not Edgeworth. What? Are you serious? Yes, Edgeworth wouldn't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of all this. Ludicrous! Yeah. Yeah, that's ludicrous. For some reason, that didn't look like ludicrous to me. I don't know why. Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then. The murderer's name? Right. It's... Yeah, I'm probably just used to seeing the way Luda spells it and just being like, that looks wrong to me. Yeah. I mean, technically we don't have a murderer. And I don't think it's a lot of heart, because I think he would have known that it's a guy. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Bah! Again, you waste my time. Yeah, we know who did it. Fucking Leon again. He's doing everything. I don't know because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop. That old man. I'm not gonna lie, for a second when she asked for the safe number, I was saying if it's 11037, I'm gonna flip a table. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop? Well, where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not a boat.
What? Well then, where did the murder take place?
Show the judge where the murder took place. Hey! Here, of course, the boat shop, where he lives. That way he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing. Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. I like the boat just moving around in the water. That night, he was out on the lake in a boat searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor. Even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned a boat?
The boat shop.
Oh shit, the boat shop. I think he's dead. Holy crap.
Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning.
Yes, Your Honor.
Nick, are you sure about this?
Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. Right? He killed Hammond. He killed Hammond. Right? This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake.
Then who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright?
Just because I don't think this is gonna take anything. I don't think it's Miles. I think it's the boat shop keeper. Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose.
Wait a minute.
Yes?
Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone?
Details. Details.
Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice.
Create a witness. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor.
Create a witness.
The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him.
I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other one.
The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice, to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. What the fuck you gotta save on, Karma?
Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly.
Larry, get off the stand, man.
Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant Miles Edgeworth a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand.
Larry just wanted the best seat in the room. Of course he did. It's a very Larry thing.
Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said.
Yes.
Well, why did you go to the lake that night?
What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. For some reason I cannot say that well. Yes. Several days ago I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Haman. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me.
Something important?
I'm sorry. I can't say what it is.
Your Honor! Sir!
Nekomaru's gonna be the bailiff.
Bailiff! Or bailiff! We are conducting a trial here. I ask you, remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. What? What should I do? Find him, quickly. We cannot allow him to get away.
Bailiff Maru.
Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared.
A search warrant has already been issued.
It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become more important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned.
Woo! Yeah, Nick, you did it!
Yeah! Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict. Barely.
And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out.
Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time.
I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients.
Hey, Edgeworth!
Mr. Edgeworth?
Did you say something?
Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You can try to smile just a little. Relax.
I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet. Well, what do you mean? Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now, and I don't know whether or not to tell you. Edgeworth? No. so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but... I can't make up my mind. What is this about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? What the fuck did you do, Edgeworth? Am I gonna have to change the name of the stream? Is it no longer hashtag free Edgeworth? Are you a criminal? A memory of a murder. What the fuck? I mean, sadly, that seems like a really good spot to stop. And as much as I hate to do it, I do have to get things done tonight. I would like to get some sleep. We're gonna stop an hour early tonight. Because of that, I will start 8 o'clock tomorrow. We'll do 4 hours of Danganronpa. See how far we get. If we get to the trial, because it's Friday, I may try and just push to finish the game if we get to the trial. We'll see what happens. But that's the game plan. We're pretty much at the trial in Danganronpa. Then we might just try and finish the game then tomorrow. Either way, we're going to start at 8 tomorrow. We'll start Danganronpa. It's too good of an end for this part, as well as I do have to get some things done tonight. I have to edit, as well as I have to try and get some decent amount of sleep for once. Let's go with, before we head out, what music to play. I'm thinking we go Fooled by a Dream. So, with that, goddamn you and your cliffhanger kink. I like cliffhangers. They're good. They're good. It was a good spot to stop. Don't blame me for wanting to leave you guys wanting more. With that, thank you to anybody watching this after the fact, or Jared, of course, you in the chat. Danganronpa tomorrow. Saturday will be a reaction stream as long as everything keeps going good with Kaz. Double or Nothing reaction stream Saturday night. So, gonna be fun. I will see you guys tomorrow.